Something dangerous is brewing in the shadows. And if Captain Ibrahim Traoré isn't careful, it could end everything he's fighting for. Today, the young president of Burkina Faso is celebrated as a fearless leader, a man who refuses to bow to Western pressure and stands firm for African sovereignty. But history has taught us one painful truth. Leaders like Traoré, who dare to challenge the global system, rarely walk their paths without serious danger. Some threats are obvious, but others, they're silent, invisible, and far deadlier. Ibrahim Traoré has become a symbol of resistance. At just 36 years old, he's united millions with his message. Africa must control its own resources, its destiny, and its future. But this kind of courage makes powerful enemies. We've seen it before: Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, Muammar Gaddafi, all leaders who stood against exploitation and paid the ultimate price. The question is, will history repeat itself? Or can Traoré navigate the dangers ahead? First, let's talk about the most obvious: foreign powers. Traoré has already removed French troops, strengthened ties with Russia, and built alliances that bypass traditional Western channels. To some, this is strategic genius. To others, especially those who have benefited from decades of resource control in Africa, it's a direct threat to their interests. History shows that when leaders shift the balance of power, covert operations, political destabilization, and even assassinations become tools to restore order. The danger here is real, and it's already being whispered about in diplomatic circles. But here's where it gets even more complicated: internal betrayal. Many African leaders have fallen, not from foreign bullets, but from betrayal inside their own governments and armies. Traoré's reforms, fighting corruption, cutting unfair mining deals, and pushing for economic independence, threaten local elites who've been benefiting from the old system. These are people with power, connections, and influence. And when their pockets are hit, loyalty becomes fragile. Then there's the psychological battlefield: media warfare. Negative narratives, false reports, and international pressure campaigns can turn global opinion against a leader, isolating them diplomatically before any real action is taken. Sankara faced it. Gaddafi faced it. Traoré will too. The question is whether he can counter it fast enough. But there's one danger almost no one is talking about: overconfidence. Traoré is young, bold, and charismatic. But history warns us that even the strongest leaders can underestimate their opponents. Every move he makes must be strategic, calculated, and backed by airtight security. One mistake could undo everything. So what must Ibrahim Traoré do? Strengthen internal loyalty. Keep his inner circle small, trusted, and constantly vetted. Diversify alliances. Avoid depending too heavily on any single foreign partner. Control the narrative. Invest in media that tells Burkina Faso's story from its own perspective. Prioritize security. Assume every meeting, call, and decision could be monitored. Survival in politics, especially African anti-imperialist politics, is as much about intelligence as it is about ideals. Make no mistake, if Traoré falls, it's not just Burkina Faso that loses. His leadership has inspired movements across Africa, sparking calls for sovereignty in Mali, Niger, and beyond. The enemies he faces know that removing him could slow this wave of change for decades. This is why Ibrahim Traoré must be careful, because the forces against him aren't just after one man. They're after the very idea that Africa can stand on its own. Like this video if you believe Africa deserves leaders who can stand tall. Share it so more people can hear the truth they were never taught. And subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in comment section.